Yeah, so we had a snake attack the chicken coop. This is the back side of the chicken coop. I haven't been able to put up good plywood like that on this small section. It's about a quarter of it's the bottom left corner of the chicken coop. I just have this particle board stuff up until I can get some plywood up. I came out and I checked on the chicks, and I noticed 4 of them were missing. And then I looked around, I could hear one of them back inside the wall of the chicken coop. So I got to looking, and I was looking back in there. Let me see if I can get a light on here. There. Maybe that'll help. Not really. But yeah, I was looking back in there. I couldn't see him. And then just down here, I could barely see him back in there. Well, I didn't see the one crying, actually. He was kind of stuck and freaking out. But apparently a snake had came from the very bottom, came all the way up in between the wall here, and then climbed up and got in through the top somehow. And he got 4 of them somehow, just in one night. One night he had eaten 4 of them. And then I could hear that one in here squeaking and squawking and peeping, and it was like this, but like right up against this there wasn't really much of a crack. But I got out my saw, I sawed all that, I sawed that off. I could see better in there with a flashlight. I saw a big ass snake in there. It was more fat around than the handle of the fattest part of my shovel handle. And this right here, this is a stud, so I couldn't really dig that out with ease. So I made that as big as I could, and I could see the chick that was squealing was like stuck in this corner down here, and the snake was clear in the back. He must have backed up because I was sawing this out. I could see the snake was currently like devouring one of the chicks. And this guy down here, he was freaking out, stuck. And then once I got it opened, I was like, how am I going to get this snake? I can't get it with anything. So I got out like my fireplace poker and like the big fireplace tongs that turn logs. I got one of those out. I couldn't get it in this teeny tiny hole. So I was like, what am I going to get in there? So I went and got my my mini dragon blowtorch. I was like, that's just big enough. I can shove in there and burn the shit out of it in the face. So I came and I was like, this thing's like all wood. It's gonna freaking go up in flames. But I got the hose and I had it over here, turned on and ready to go. And I lit that blowtorch up and stuck it in there and burned the crap out of his face. And then the blowtorch went out, so I pulled it out, kept trying to relight it, it didn't want to go. And then it came out of the hole and tried to go. There's a small hole down there underneath that spray foam. Right there in that spot, animals like to dig under the shed and live under there. I think there was a raccoon or a possum living under there at one point, and I filled in the hole and put spray foam down there, and I don't know, animals have dug it back out again. But the snake tried to go in that hole. It was about halfway through, and I finally got the torch lit up again. I just went right onto midsection, and it like must have paralyzed it because it's dead stopped. Its back half was like paralyzed from me just burning the crap out of its spinal cord, I guess. So it lost its ability to like push itself forward with its back end. And then I went and got those fireplace tongs for logs in the fireplace, snipped its back end and pulled it out. The front end was still alive and moving. The tongs kept me at a good distance. Finished pulling it out and then just lit that freaking torch up again and just burned it right in the face again until it just keeled over and died. And then I got the shovel out and I decapitated it just for good measure. That is a big snake. It's fatter in sections. It's fatter around than my freaking shovel handle. That is a big snake. Get the teeth on that thing. Huh. Teach you to eat my chickens, mother. That is one huge freaking snake. It's longer, if I stretched it out, it'd be longer than my shovel and fatter around than my shovel handle. That's insane. That's probably the reason why I haven't been getting an egg like every day. He's been eating them all. Yeah, here's me holding the shovel, and that thing is bigger around than the shovel handle. That is crazy, and longer. My arm only goes out to here on the shovel. That thing is long. And big around. Considering cutting it open just to confirm it's eaten both my chickens. Well, there's 3 missing actually. He probably got all 3 of them, but I don't know. I might cut it open just to see. Well, it's confirmed. I split it open with my machete. They're in there. The 3 missing ones. You gluttonous son of a... Oh, man. He had 4 of the... He dragged 4 of them up over, and down into the wall. 3 stories. He went 3 stories up, got one, dragged it down. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I want to say he went up and just started eating them upstairs. But when I got out here, there were 2 down in the bottom part of the wall. So he went up, got one, dragged it down. Went up, got one, dragged it down. Went up, got one, dragged it down. Because when I got out here, I could see 2 of the birds in the bottom. One was freaking out in the corner and stuck. And the other one, he was currently swallowing. So there were 2 down there at the same time. So he was going up and grabbing them and bringing them all down there all at once. You gluttonous mother... Three down, but I was able to save the 4th. Letty, no. I'm gonna have to take these guys and bury them in Mom's flower garden or something. The flies are all over this guy. I'm gonna chop him up and maybe use him in a... No, Letty, get the fuck back. Letty, no. Letty, no. You don't want this. I know I haven't gotten you your food yet, but no. Haven't been able to get you your food because we had a crisis going on this morning. Sorry, but you got to be patient. I'll get your food in a bit. No. These are the fireplace tongs that I was talking about. Snip. Snip. Oops. Letty. Oh, jeez. What was I talking about? I don't. Letty! No! I'll feed you in a minute. Be patient. We had a crisis this morning. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm going to bury them in the mom's flower garden, and then the snake, I think I'm going to chop him up with my machete and use him as like a, put him in like a fly trap, you know, let the rotten flesh like draw the flies into the trap, and then they can't get back out of the plastic thing again, you know. I think that's what I'm going to do with him. He doesn't deserve to be buried. Gluttonous. 4 of them. Hey, greedy. Yeah, he grabbed 4 of them. It's crazy. These little guys are the ones he was attacking. Back up, guys. Back up. No. Back up. But yeah, he came up. This is the 3rd story of this thing. All the way up the inside of the wall. Back up. Get back. No, you're not coming out. All the way, this is the 3rd story, all the way up the inside of this wall. And right up here, he was able to get in. He grabbed 4 of them and dragged them down in there. And there's not much room back there. I can't believe it. And then I tried to get some, you can see a little bit of spray foam right there. I tried to get the spray foam out, but the side of the can like burst open right here at the top. So it came out a little bit there, but then it just shoots out the side of the can right there if I try and use it. And like, oh great, it's spraying everywhere, and these guys are gonna try and eat the crap. So dumb. Nothing but problems. So I'm just gonna put this crate here until it dries, and they can't eat it.